Welcome back guys, we are just 1 week away from the release of Senua Saga Hellblade Part 2. In this video I'll be testing Part 1 on my Rog Ally. I have the Z1 Extreme variant of this device. We'll be showing you how to use FSR 3 frame generation in conjunction with XeSS version 1.3 upscaler in this game using LukeFZ's Uniscaler mod. Now before jumping into that, just wanted to talk about Hellblade Part 2's price in my country, that is India. Microsoft is the publisher of this game. They have priced the game at around rupees 4400 in India. In US this game is priced at $50. It's actually cheaper in US than India, which does not make any sense. $50 rupees 4175. Very disappointing to see Microsoft not following regional pricing. Valve recommends game publishers to follow regional pricing for selling games on Steam store depending on the country's economic conditions, which vary from country to country. One such economic parameter used for setting regional prices is PPP, purchasing power parity. It's basically a rate of currency conversion that tries to equalize the purchasing power of different currencies by eliminating the differences in price levels between countries. If Microsoft had followed Valve's recommended regional pricing for this game in India, it would have been priced at around rupees 2000. Yes, you heard it right. But the current price is slightly higher than twice of that. Microsoft did follow regional pricing for Hellblade Part 1. Let me show you its price. There it is. It's selling for around rupees 729 in India. In US its price is around $30, roughly rupees 2500. I don't know what these big companies are thinking, making their games more expensive in developing countries than developed countries. At the moment you can purchase Hellblade Part 1 for around $3 from Humble Store, 90% off discount. This offer is valid for the next 7 days. It's safe to purchase game from Humble Bundle. It's actually owned by IGN. They get their keys directly from the game publishers. It's not a grey market website. I use my debit card to purchase game from Humble. I am from India. Just make sure international payment is enabled on your card. I own the Steam version of Hellblade. It's an action adventure game. Offers a cinematic experience set in a dark fantasy world inspired by Norse mythology and Celtic culture. The game follows Senua, a picked warrior who must make her way to Helheim by defeating otherworldly entities and facing their challenges in order to rescue the soul of her dead lover from the goddess Hela. Senua hears voices in her head induced by psychosis, which she believes to be caused by a curse. First I'll be running the vanilla version of the game using my new gamepad, Cosmic Byte Stellaris. It's basically Colgate KK3 Max gamepad on budget. Comes with Hall effect stick and sensor. Using it in Xbox mode, X input mode, connected to Ally via Bluetooth mode. Using a 25 watts manual profile, all three power values set at 25 watts, 720p resolution, CPU boost disabled. For this game I have set the UMA buffer size to 6GB. My Ally is running on BIOS version 337. I have installed the latest stable GPU drive from AMD Adrenaline version 24.4.1. Select Play Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. This game supports both Direct3D 11 and 12 APIs. With the former you will be getting a more stable performance, but FPS will be on the lower side. With the latter you will be getting better performance, but there will be some hitching from time to time, especially when entering any new area. Adrenaline settings for the game: FreeSync enable, VSync enable, anti-lag setting enable. That's it. Using custom Afterburner overlay to show you the performance metrics. Graphics settings 720p resolution. I am using the very high preset. In-game VSync disabled. First I'll run the game without ray tracing. API set to DirectX 12. Game supports FSR version 1 only. I just set it to quality. We are in. This is the second chapter. Here FPS is around 85 to 90. This is amazing. Game is running so smoothly. Good performance on Ally even without using any frame generation technique. We are hitting the GPU bottleneck. I'll just enable ray tracing now. Set ray tracing to low. Alright, back to the game. You can see FPS dropped down to around 60, fighting against some creatures. VRAM usage increased 5.2 GB. Without ray tracing, VRAM usage was around 4.7 GB. Oh, that was close. Dodged at the last moment. Swinging the blade. Can even kick our adversaries. It can appear out of nowhere. Need to be ready. Hearing voices. Okay, so 58 to 60 FPS with ray tracing enabled. Now I'll be installing LukeFZ Mod. I'll be using the previous 7 build of Uniscaler mod. You need to subscribe to LukeFZ's Patreon in order to gain access to their Discord server where the mod files are present. Their monthly Patreon subscription costs around $6 US. I've already downloaded the files. First, open the Uniscaler common.zip file. Double click. Just copy these files and folders. Uniscaler folder and win.mm.dll and ini files. Copy. Need to paste them in the game's install directory. Select the game in your Steam library, right click, manage, then click on browse local files. This is the game's install directory, but don't paste the mod files here. Open Hellblade game folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder. This is the directory where you need to paste the mod files. There is the game's exe file. Now open uniscaler.zip file. You need to copy the uniscaler.asi file. Paste it in the same directory where you pasted the previous files. I forgot about the nvngx.dll file. It's required as well. Just open the uniscaler_common.zip file. Open stub_nvngx folder. There's the nvngx.dll file. Copy. Execute enable signature override.reg file. Run. Paste it in the same directory where you pasted the previous mod files, right here. In order to switch from FSR3 to XeSS upscaler, we need to tweak one setting from the mods config.tml file. This file will be generated automatically when you run the game for the first time with the mod installed. Just execute the game's exe file. You'll see a black window with some logs indicating that the mod is working. Upon reaching the menu, just close the game. VRL, quit. Go back to a directory where you placed the mod files and look for a TML file. There it is at the end. Open it using any text editor. Now upscaler is set to FSR3 by default. Just change it to XeSS. Look for fake NVIDIA GPU setting. It's set to false by default. Change it to true. We are done with the changes. Click on file, save. It doesn't matter which upscaler setting you use from the in-game settings. The mod will now use XeSS upscaler. Launch the game. Using the same settings as before, just disable FSR. You'll gain access to DLSS. This will activate XeSS upscaler. It will also activate FSR3 frame generation. Apply. Loaded the game, and now we are getting around 90 FPS with ray tracing. Leaving the area. Check out the input response. Input delay is not an issue. It's not a first person shooter. Even if there is some minor input delay, no big deal. Already showed you the combat. Admiring the graphics. Look at that sunlight. Is that a face behind that waterfall? Look at that. So creepy. Oh my god. It's actually looking at us. I'm staring at the face. Thunder and lightning. Hitching. This can happen when entering a new area. PC version of this game has this issue. Senua is hearing voices. Combat time. Aggressive noise. Oh my god. I'm just checking out the noise filter. This creature popped up. One down. Push down in with the dodge. Kick the creature. Staggered it. Another one. Heavy attack. Super kick just like Shawn Michael. Stab. Oh, he's still alive. Not expecting that. Okay, time to solve a puzzle. Just need to stare at the gate. Need to find these symbols. Look for them in the environment. I already know where they are. One symbol is right here. Just need to complete the pattern. There you go. 110 FPS. Need to find the other symbol.
I heard this, and I still hear them now.
Here's the other symbol. Pattern complete. Gate unlocked.
The path to Hellblade is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead.
Not observing any graphical artifacts. Good thing is that this game does not have any HUD. That's why we are not observing FSR 3 frame generation related artifacts. This game does not support frame generation. Open the gate. Don't even have a health bar. That's it with the video, guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.